Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. It's the second round of the Ladbroke Masters, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation and live on ITV Sport, where it's now time to meet our players. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the World Grand Prix and the Players' Championship Finals. Time to meet Super Chin Daryl Gurney. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 15 PDC titles and the former Masters finalist, Chizzy Dave Chisnall!
Chizzy's one of only 4 players here to have played every year of the Masters. Daryl Gurney hadn't won a match here in 3 attempts before last night. And he faces right now once again. And Chizzy apparently keeps ribbing him about it. They are good pals though, so that's allowed. To talk us through the last match of the afternoon, Chris Mason and John Rawling.
Yeah, they get on very well, and my goodness, didn't Dave Chisnall play well at the back end of the year and at those World Championships? He really did hit some fantastic form, and yeah, he's not won a major televised title yet, but if he replicates some of the form that he showed at Ali Pali, he is a real threat this weekend.
Well, he's made 5 major finals, including the BDO World Championship final back in 2010, World Grand Prix final, Grand Slam final, Players' Championship final, Masters final back in 2016.
List goes on. It's a long one, isn't it?
I mean, he's 2 Euro Tours, 13 Pro Tour titles. So he knows how to win, and he can beat the players all in front of him. It's just getting over the line like so many other players around at the moment.
Game on. Daryl Gurney from Derry reached the quarter-finals of the Worlds. Chizzy got to the semi-final.
He needed that as well, that run, didn't he?
He did.
Gurney
43. Managed to get himself up to, well, he's at PDC rank number 11 at this stage against Chizzy, who his performance at the Worlds boosted him right up to number 6.
137.
And a much fancied player to be in the Premier League, of course.
100.
Talked about yesterday when we watched Adi Lewis playing so well against Michael Smith, how darts fans
44.
would love to see a revival of Lewis. I think a lot of darts fans would really love to see Chizzy at last get a title.
Yeah, absolutely.
83.
And that's not disrespecting Daryl Gurney. It sounds very much as though I am doing there, but Gurney, of course, has got those 2 televised titles, World Grand Prix
60.
in 2017 and the Players' Championship the following year.
Beating MVG in the final. A wonderful ball finish. Must be great to win one of these, but to beat the world number 1 en route, or even better in the final, must be a fantastic feeling.
Chizzy looked a little hacked off about that one getting on the floor there. I think it was almost a case of the dart being too good, wasn't it?
60.
Rattled into the previous one.
155.
Looked like another treble 20, and it was on the floor. Now 155. Can he put this away? Not now, but he's got time. Oh my goodness.
139.
Double 8 left after 15 darts. Tidy enough opening leg.
98.
Gurney
He requires 16.
came through a bit of a battle.
It was a scrappy one, wasn't it?
Against Deswan, 6-5.
He's on the first leg.
He's going to have to play better, you sense, to beat Chizzy than he did against Jeffrey Deswan.
Yeah, if he's averaging... Well, he ended up with an average of 89.56. You wouldn't think that would be enough to win this one. Well, you never know, but...
Well,
if Chizzy's anywhere near the form that he was in that match against Michael Van Gerwen, then, my goodness, he takes some stopping.
Would have given any player in the history of the
100.
sport trouble. I should imagine that Phil Taylor would have been watching that one somewhere thinking, "Phew, that was some performance." And he's got that in his armoury. He is one of these massively high scorers when he gets into a rhythm, Dave Chisnall.
He loves a 180.
60.
Not had one in this match so far. It'll be long. First to 10, remember.
Well done for the commentator's curse.
100.
If you're backing the 180s and over, my apologies on behalf of John Rawling.
Far be it from
100.
us to encourage fluttering on the darts. Chisnall was 6-4 on for this one. So a good friend told me.
37.
Tops left after 12 this time for Dave.
Much
better visit.
34.
Well,
Gurney.
12 darts to here.
Great break opportunity very early in the match.
He's on the second leg.
He's away.
Third leg,
Just
Dave.
29 darts
Reverse.
used to win the opening two legs for Dave Chisnall. 103.66, an early indication of his form right now. Oh, another deflection.
120.
Well, that's two treble
Clattered off
20s
the-
he'll be thinking, which have wound up on the carpet.
Yeah, clattered into the previous two darts.
60.
Darren averaging 82 at the moment.
Chizzy 105.
38.
All looked a little snatchy, those three.
Another shoulder, isn't there, goes into it when he
Well, when he's right and
it
the
accentuates it.
stars align, we see performances from him. We've seen some
135.
incredible averages from him on the Euro Tour and the Pro Tour over the years.
Not a lot between them in previous meetings.
134.
7-6 in
Yeah.
Chisnall's favour overall, and on TV 4-2. Chisnall has the advantage. And of course,
96.
Well, the
the
last,
last 2 years he's beaten Daryl
Yeah.
Gurney 10-8 twice in this very competition.
yeah, the last meeting on TV was here 12 months ago.
99.
As you said, it was a 10-8 win for Dave Chisnall.
Gurney needs to get himself into this
100.
match, though. He doesn't
There you
want
go,
to
110.
see Chisnall disappear into the distance in this first session. 110 required. Great first dart. Double 18.
74. There we require
Will
110.
Dave go the more traditional route? Sure does. Treble 18 for double. Oh, Dave will come back. A
98.
3-0 lead.
Dave requires
So
36.
double 18 for 3-0 for the hold of throw. Should be a good marker.
He's on the third
And
leg.
duly
Dave
is proved
Chisnall.
to be
Leg
so.
down with
And Dave Chisnall leads 3-0.
All starting to map out. Nathan Aspinall winning that match against Menser by the finest of margins.
96.
10-9 will face the form man right now, Merv King, in the quarterfinals tomorrow.
Played very well again today, Merv King, if you're just joining us.
96.
Tournament average of in excess of 101.
A man reborn at 54.
And that's the beauty of our sport.
100.
Really age dependent. Still to come this evening when we're back live from 7 o'clock. Gerwyn Price,
86.
our new world champion and world #1, up against Joe Cullen. Anderson against Lewis. That's a real blast from the past. MVG against Johnny Clayton. And Peter Wright against Simon Whitlock. What an evening we have in store.
134.
Not played each other for a while, I don't think, Gary and Adi. That was a world final back in 2011. He got a 9 darter, you know, Adi, in that final.
133.
Gurney well placed here to get his opening leg of this match. Needs to put this one away.
He does now.
Good dance. That was more like it.
Yep, 13 dart holder throw. The man from Derry.
They disappear
60.
from the stage, or continuing practicing if they choose to do so, or go for a comfort break or whatever at the end of this leg. 3-2 would look a lot better for Daryl Gurney than 4-1.
59.
Stats there underlining that Chizzy has had the better of this opening little battle, the first 5 legs.
Well, there was a big gap in the averages prior to that hold of throw in the previous leg.
96.
13 darts from Gurney. Took his average up by about 10 points in the one leg.
$101.
Runner-up, as we said earlier so many times, Dave Chisnall. 8 televised runner-up
57.
appearances. Along with Michael Van Gerwen, Peter Wright and Wadey. James Wade, he played in all 9 of these Masters
96.
Championships. Can this be his year, I wonder? Daryl Gurney will very definitely think otherwise at this stage, and he's just starting to scrap his way back into this
25.
match, and visits like that do Dave Chisnall no favours.
Of course, he's been in the Grand Prix
99.
final on 2 occasions. 2013 and 2019, Dave Chisnall.
137. There you go.
Remember the first one, I think it was against Phil Taylor, wasn't it? And he had an absolute nightmare.
Double 16 for 146.
Beautiful.
How about that? That's the break of throw that he wanted, and you can see the reaction from Super Chin at absolutely the right time. Dave Chisnall started brilliantly, but Gurney struck back. And at the first interval, Chisnall leads 3-2, but back on darts. Time it was to find a 146 checkout. Daryl Gurney. There's the treble 20. There's the treble 18. And then, yes, he got it. And there's the reaction. That's how much it meant. And Gurney right back in it, Chris.
Yeah, we've got a game on our hands. He was
6
leading
leg
3-0, fearing the worst
Game on.
for Gurney, but he's dug in there. A 13 dart holder throw, followed by a 146 checkout in 15 for a break.
100.
Now back on serve. Averages 95-92 Chisnall, 96-39 Gurney.
95.
Winner of this one to play the winner of tonight's match between Peter Wright and Simon Whitlock. Whitlock, who played so well in accounting for Christoph Ratajski yesterday. Peter Wright, a little bit of something to prove, I think. He will be feeling a bit of a forgotten man, I think, when everything's talked about.
It's been a horrible year for everybody, but in terms of sporting achievements, winning the Worlds and then coming here and winning this title, he's not been able to take the trophy on tour as the champion would normally do.
Must have cost him a fortune.
Oh.
But he's a good player.
Coming from Daryl, didn't expect that.
Sort of character will come again.
Yeah. Well, he had a played terribly in the Players' Championship finals,
57.
and then he had a bit of a nightmare at the World. So you're right what you said, John. He has got a lot to prove.
He was third favourite to win this event when
99. Though,
it started.
24.
Michael van Gerwen, despite the brilliance of Garwin at Ali Pali, was still reckoned to be the man to beat. Gurney double six.
Well,
Still can't get it. So 170.
Yeah, I believe Michael was the 9-4 favourite to win the tournament.
He was.
It was 9-4 to win the Worlds, and that didn't quite work out because of this man.
98.
So double six.
Darryl, you
This
require
to
12.
get back on level terms. Needs to get this because Chisnall fancy his chances of 72, but there you go with the double six. 3-3.
Seven Black Dave to throw first.
Opening 3 to Chisnall. Next 3 to Gurney. Is it Chisnall's time to stop the rot?
139.
Going along at quite a pace, this one.
95.
Usually when you get players who play at a similar sort of pace as these do, it generally works out that it makes players perform well up on their capabilities, and maybe this game yet could still move on to another level.
I believe so. Tempo of the two very similar. Just sort of get into the, like it's a practice session. Tend to flow.
Well, Chizzy well placed now to stop this little run of success for Darryl Gurney.
Possible 11 darter on the cards for Chisnall.
46.
If he doesn't hit the
They
treble 18
require
for double
86.
16, he won't stay there. Gurney way back.
Double four.
78.
Will do. Double 8 after just 12 darts.
Darryl
averages-
somewhere out with the washing, isn't he?
Yeah, average is swinging the other way now.
134. They require 8.
Gurney down to 94. Chisnall up to nearly 98.
Each on the 7 flag.
And his fourth converted double from 7 attempts, which is one part of the match so far, which he will be mighty pleased with.
$59.
Oh, quality darts again.
140.
Only one maximum each to this point.
$100.
Going far and wide, of course, around the world. People picking up our broadcast all over the place. I had a
41.
message yesterday from a fellow who was watching in Cleveland, Ohio.
Nice.
So if you're there now, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, Gurney's stats in his opening
100.
match against Deswan last night. 6 from 20, 30%. 3 from 8 at the moment, 38%, so an improvement.
100.
An improvement on his match average of 89.56, averaging 93 and change right now.
100.
Throw could be under pressure, and Max here would leave Chizzy on tops.
Oh, that was unlucky.
140.
Horrible deflection.
142.
Looked as though it was on its way.
First two were low in the treble 20, weren't they?
64.
Should
They
get
require
at least
80.
one dart at a double here off of 80. Treble 20 will give him 2 at double 10. And that's awkward. Has to move.
Doesn't need it to be anywhere near that treble 20.
May have to go right.
Wandering around the oche, creating the angle. Oh, that's
50.
unlucky.
So you require 78.
Just slipped into the double five, so a hold of throw opportunity for Gurney. Oh, it's got to be 25 ball.
Now then.
Just
33.
over pitched it.
Dave, you require 30.
Double 15. Go straight at it, Chris.
Yes.
Straight at it, straight in.
And it is a breaker throw.
No flag, Dave.
16 dart breaker throw for Chisnall. Bit of daylight again. We had 3 on the spin from Chizzy, followed by 3 from Gurney. And we're going to get
140.
3 from Chizzy again to take a 6-3 lead.
He just had a spell where he came up dry on the trebles, didn't he? But he's starting to
96.
hit big numbers again.
He doesn't want to really get embroiled in a
60.
scrappy one with Gurney here. We know Gurney can scrap
100.
on that stage.
He's a bit like Nathan Aspinall in that respect, isn't he? He
Doesn't know when he's beat.
Yeah, he's not got quit in his DNA.
No.
81.
Took Gerwin Price all the way at Ali Pally.
To a decider.
140.
And he's scrapping here, not on a finish, but he's right in this leg.
He's going to have to go for the ball.
44.
That was a miscount, I think.
Well, at least a 25 would have left him 170, of course, so that's why I thought he would have gone for the ball. Single 19 leaves double 16.
Great dance.
133.
That was a bit too close for comfort.
176 then, Chisnall. All he can do is bang in big
100.
numbers and then hope.
Good response from Gurney to break straight back.
You'd expect him to get this. Now it's difficult.
That was a
24.
horrible dart. It was just too close.
Davey requires 76.
Right in the middle, complete blocker.
76 for 6-3. That was a great opportunity for Darrell. Is Chizzy going to punish him? Looks as though he could. Yes, it's
Well,
in.
we may look back in 10 or 15 minutes or so, John, and it could be a key moment for Gurney.
It is now 6-3 when it could have been closer. Gurney should have won that leg. He'll be thinking he's got to just get on with it.
Well, it was a 1 or 3 leg swing.
And typically here come the big treble 20s.
Found its way into the tiniest of gaps.
44.
And only 44. 6-3 could soon become 7-3.
Break at the end of this leg. Oh, hello.
121.
Amazing what a hello can do to that third dart.
Jinxie John.
60.
But nevertheless, Dave Chisnall is very, very well placed for another break of throw.
She did another one, John, at the Worlds for the radio. James Wade.
Oh, well done.
Thanks.
135. Dave required 20.
Strange old leg. 8 treble 20s in a 1.
This is for a 10-darter. He's going straight at it.
15.
Well, he looked down at the 2 to leave double 4, but decided to have a go at double 5. Should be okay.
56.
1-2-2.
Dave, you require 5.
For 7-3. Oh, is that a blocker?
3.
Wasn't lying too cleverly, that one, Chris.
This will. What's that? Sorry, John.
I said I don't think that was lying too cleverly from
No.
Dave's point of view.
Thought you mentioned Nathan. Double 16.
He's on a 10 flag.
Well, 3 out of 4 on those double 16s. Served him well, and he got away with that, and he knows it. But a key leg, a crucial leg, keeping him in the match, and they'll leave the stage with Dave Chisnall leading 6-4. The Hollywood checkouts, which are key moments in matches. Daryl Gurney got that 146 before the last break, but there he kind of nicked that leg, and how important that was.
Game on.
Yeah, that 106 could be huge, even though it was, as you say, only a hold of throw.
100.
That's his 4th maximum, Dave Chisnall.
He had back-to-back 180s, didn't he, in that 10th leg?
100.
He was on a potential 10-darter, wasn't he?
He was indeed.
Gurney,
100.
2-time winner of the Tom Kirby Memorial Trophy. Tom Kirby, a massive part of the PDC, or WDC as it was back then.
134.
You talked about the way in which he didn't. He's not a quitter, Daryl Gurney. He's a real scrapper, and that leg kind of proved it.
123.
He just sticks in.
Underlined it.
60.
Just looking at the roll of honour of the Tom Kirby Memorial. Some familiar names on there for our viewers: William O'Connor, Mick McGowan, Colin McGarry,
40.
Connie Finnan, Mickey Mansell. The who's who of Irish darts.
100. They require 58.
58 then for 7-4. Tops, 2 darts at it. Beautiful
It's on
dart.
the 11th flag. Chisnall. Flag down.
14 dart hold of throw. Moves Chizzy within 3.
140.
Fell out of his hand a little bit, that one. Very low.
Near the bull of the trouble, wasn't it?
$100.
As the
Grafting
averages
away
as they
now.
stand.
135. $60.
Nice little bit of breathing space for Daryl Gurney now in this leg. 115 in front plus these.
Make that 140.
Down to 86 after just 9.
100.
Treble 18, double 16. He's got it.
$54.
Oh, he can't get much nearer.
It's been mustard on the double 16 so far in this one. Prior to that, I think he's missed it twice.
140. Now you require 32.
Needs it now. Yeah, nice adjustment.
Much better. He had a similar dart on double 8, didn't he? And he couldn't find that
Game on.
tiniest of adjustments. 14 dart hold of throw.
$83.
straying into the treble one.
$58.
4 of his 5 legs have been won on double 16. Daryl Gurney.
Double 6 was the other.
26.
Oh dear. What a chance for Daryl Gurney here to get that essential break of throw.
Well, the door was ajar and he's
140.
kicked it wide open.
Walked straight through it. Can he fill it?
Maximum number 5.
180.
Even you couldn't jinx Chizzy on the 180s, John.
I didn't say a word, actually. I kept my mouth firmly shut until he'd thrown the dart.
133.
Hallelujah, says a whole legion of viewers.
Can he leave double 16?
140. Now we require 170.
170. Now then. Yes, it's on. Tremendous.
He's on the 13 flag. Daryl Gurney.
And that's the break back. And as they say now, game is very
14
much
flag
on.
Daryl to throw first. Game
Michael
on.
Smith showed us how to hit that last night. I wonder if Daryl was watching. He picked up a few tips.
Just when he needed
170
it.
finishes we've seen now.
60.
Just when he needed it, eh?
Yeah. Well, it was a great comeback in the leg from Chisnall. 180 backed up with a 140 to leave 72. And up he pops.
123.
And takes out the big fish. Never get bored with seeing that.
60.
How could you?
Nice, just a great finish. I do like the ball double 16 off the 132.
100.
Always looks real special. And that was a great moment.
I quite like the 125 on the ball and the 25s. That's always that's an eye-catching one.
140.
Beautiful cover shooting.
134.
Rod Harrington had a rather special 125 at the World Match Play.
Go on.
Treble 15 tops
100.
tops.
They require 144.
Dined out on that for a while. That sets
212s.
up double 12.
120. There you require 141.
Well, Gurney's got to get this.
So it should be easy after the 170. Treble 20 for double 18.
105.
So 212s for the
David required
Instant.
24.
break back. An 8-6 lead.
Perfect
First
riposte.
to 10, remember.
12 darts to here.
He's on a 14
Nicely
flag.
done.
Dave Chisnall.
Gurney keeps coming back and Chisnall
15
keeps
flag,
just
Dave
keeping his
to
nose
throw
ahead,
first.
doesn't he?
Game on.
Just feel eventually that maybe the pressure will get to him.
Last
Daryl
couple,
Gurney's putting him right under it.
140.
last couple of occasions that they've met in the Masters, it's been 10-8 in Chisnall's favour. I wonder if it's going to be the same again.
Evenly matched. Not so in the averages at the moment. Well, that's from leg 11.
Picking up the standard, eh?
Yeah, overall, Chisnall's averaging
140.
100.14. Gurney, a very respectable 94.98.
125.
What he'd give to be able to break straight back.
$100.
Do down to 121. Forcing Gurney to find a two-treble visit to leave a finish. He's not going to do that. So 6 darts for Dave Chisnall. Could go ball first and get that out of the way.
Then again.
85.
Looked for the treble 15 route. Left double 18. Double left after just 12 darts again, like the previous leg. Back-to-back 13 darters to move within 1 of a place in the quarter-finals. The match against Peter Wright or Simon Whitlock.
No score.
When he's pulled the 170 out the bag, can he pull out the 160?
This would hurt Chizzy.
Oh,
Massively.
body shot and a kick in the shins all at the same time.
But it's not to be. So Dave Chisnall.
Well, he didn't attack it in the
60.
his last visit, did he? It was sort of thrown in the general direction.
Got to get it now, you would think. Same territory. Getting nearer.
No score.
Dear, dear, dear.
Darryl, you require 100.
And he's had a 146 finish, a 106 finish, that 170 can still finish. Double 14.
86.
The Rolling Mason Singers.
Dave, you require 36.
36.
For the third time of asking to go within 1. 6 darts at this double 18. He's on a 13 darter. This is for a 19 darter. Maybe a 20. Maybe a 21.
Maybe
27. Darryl, you require.
more. No, is he going to go
14.
straight at it? It's double 7. Could go 6 double 4. Well, he's not too sure.
Well, he loves double 16 and it's only next door, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he's going 6. And he's missed it. But he's got away with it because that leaves double 2. Madhouse.
He's on a 15.
And,
Darryl
it doesn't matter. It's when you get it in that it's the win, and that is the one leg.
Well,
And it's the
nine
one he
darts at a
needs to
double
break back.
for Chizzy to
16 flag.
to
Darryl,
lead
who throws
9-6.
first. Game on.
And that purely is some form of mental block.
Chizzy with boiling.
Oh,
These darts at the double 18, particularly the first visit, they were nowhere near.
no, didn't even scare it.
137.
So now,
Chizzy, of course, still has the throw, so he'd
140.
be fully aware it's just 2 holds of throw.
well, that's what he's got to try and think. But the scars of those
78.
missed doubles might remain, and next time he gets on a double, if he does.
Well, not just here, John, over the years. Fighting quality of Gurney evident.
125.
And so little between them in terms of previous meetings. 7-6 in Dave Chisnall's favour. Darryl Gurney going to square up the career record? I wonder.
83. Darryl, you require 102.
And go level here.
57 left.
62.
Tied his things up nicely. Tops after 12.
Dave Chisnall's going to be able to do no more than hope.
100.
So tops for 8 all.
What a turnaround.
Tension. You can sense it. That's a big one, and listen to the reaction of Daryl Gurney. He knows how important that was, trying to rev himself up.
And more pain for Chisnall. He'd have been stood behind going, come on, just give me a go. When you see the last dart go in, it hurts twice as much.
You mentioned about the body blow and the kick in the shins. That was the stamp on the toes to give it the triple whammy.
97, the start from Chisnall. Oh dear.
39.
He was tempted away from the treble 19, but decided to stay there and risk it rather than going for the open bed treble 18.
93.
Oh, what a big dart. You can see the facial expression from Chisnall. That's perfect. Doesn't follow it, surprisingly.
140.
Does with dart number 3 for an 11th 140. The only scoring area that Gurney is behind is the 180 column, 5 to 1.
171.
It's a great visit to leave 140.
140.
Well, it's going to be the doubles which are going to be tested out again for Dave Chisnall, but he's got 6 darts at 140. Treble 20 and a single would be the ideal, and he can't find it.
60.
Poor bore visit that from Chisnall, loading himself with pressure. Could go ball, could go 18s.
98. Dave, you require 80.
Right, 80 it is for Dave Chisnall to go 9-8. Needs a single, got to stay away from that treble. Does so, now tops. As good as he can be.
What a double that was. A 15 dart holder throw. Huge at this time. I fancied Gurney there on that 84, you know.
96.
Just got some momentum, hadn't he? Now he's in the position where he has to hold throw. Otherwise, Chisnall through into the last 8.
Played in snatches, hasn't he? A 3-leg spin and then a 2-leg spin, then a break of throw, and then he won another 2 legs. He's just holding on. And he's going to try and force Chisnall to serve it out. That's a second 180 for Gurney.
Remember, we're back on air at 7 o'clock tonight. Don't miss the big matches later on. Some terrific drama here already this weekend. And the new world champion, Gerwyn Price, and the new world #1. He's in action this evening. Super Chin gets maximum number 3.
Oh, what an effort this is from Gurney to take us to the hill.
140.
9 apiece.
45.
Possible 11 dart leg to do just that.
Double 8. Yes, indeed.
Brilliant.
So we go all the way to the deciding leg.
Final leg, Dave,
And it kind of had an air of inevitability about it.
Well, as you mentioned not so long ago, the previous 2 meetings in this tournament went 10-8. Well, it's gone one more. On this occasion, this is about who can hold it together. Just try and fall over the line.
And our background noise. Stand up if you love the darts, and we do love the darts. And it is a terrific entertainment that is being brought here, and a maximum number 4 for Daryl Gurney.
Well, that's 3 180s in 3 scoring visits from Daryl Gurney.
Is Daryl Gurney going to confound the odds and claim the victory?
He's
100.
never been in front.
Chizzy going to go downstairs? Yeah.
Should stay down there. Oh,
It's a great last start.
135.
6 starts for Gurney from 221. It's a treble.
60.
Not made the hole that he would have wanted.
And he'd be first at the finish to win the match, but it's a big one.
It's not a 170 though, Chris.
And a 146. But he's going to need to take out the 161.
97.
It's left
Now
a
we
2
require
darter, 74.
161.
Treble 20. Treble 17. And bolt.
There's the first part. And he can't find the treble 17. So Dave Chisnall will have the opportunity.
137.
Gurney poised if he
Dave
fails,
requires
but 74 needed.
Treble 14 for double 16. 14-20 tops.
He's got it, it's there. Checking. And so needs double 16. This is for the
Gurney
match.
stood at the back with his head down.
This has been Chizzy's Achilles heel. The big pressure doubles. Didn't come much bigger. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Oh, he's fortunate there. He's left double 9. I mean, that's such a long way off. But double 9 to win it.
In golfing terms, that'd be a real hoik.
There's a 4.
Double 9. Yes, he's got it. Well, after that penultimate dart, you wouldn't have put a huge amount of money on that, but he gets home, and you can see just how well these two lads get on. And somehow, Dave Chisnall gets across the line. It was a nail-biter, but he's through into the quarterfinals for a match against either Peter Wright or Simon Whitlock. It went all the way, and he is a very relieved man. Yes, I've done it, and I've won it 10-9.